The arrival. Once upon a time, in the vast golden plains of the African savanna, a mother giraffe named Zara was about to welcome her newborn calf into the world. Unlike most animals, giraffes give birth standing up. With a sudden drop, the baby calf tumbled nearly 6 feet to the ground, landing with a thud. The first struggle. The newborn giraffe, Tamu, lay on the grass, weak and confused. His long legs trembled as he struggled to move, his instincts telling him to stand, but his body was not yet ready. He flailed slightly, his eyes wide with the newness of the world around him. A watchful mother, Zara, watched quietly, her tall shadow cast over Tamu. She didn't rush to help. Instead, she stood firm, her wise eyes observing. Tamu tried to lift his head, then his wobbly legs, only to collapse again. He let out a soft bleat of frustration, learning to rise. Why doesn't Mama help me? Tamu might have wondered if he could speak, but Zara knew something Tamu didn't. Every fall was a step toward strength. He had to learn on his own. With another deep breath, he attempted again, pushing himself up shakily. A new threat. Just as Tamu struggled once more, a shadow passed overhead. A hungry jackal lurking nearby had spotted the vulnerable calf. Tamu's heart raced with fear, his legs trembling even more. The jackal crept closer, its eyes glinting with hunger. The moment of courage. Zara remained still, her gaze sharp. She knew this was the moment Tamu had to discover his inner strength. As the jackal advanced, Tamu's fear transformed into determination. With one final, desperate effort, he pushed himself up, shaky but standing. The jackal lunged, a mother's protection. In a flash, Zara charged with powerful strides, her long legs thundering against the ground. She swung her strong neck, delivering a forceful kick that sent the jackal tumbling away, yelping in defeat. Tamu stood frozen, his heart pounding, but he was still standing. Strength discovered breathing heavily, Tamu realized what had just happened. His legs were no longer trembling. They held him firmly. He had stood up, faced fear, and survived. A sense of pride swelled within him. A mother's love. Zara finally stepped closer, nuzzling him gently with her warm nose. "You did it, my little one," she seemed to say, "because you learned to rise on your own, even when it was hardest." A lesson for life. Tamu felt a surge of pride. Although the fall had been frightening, standing on his own, facing danger, made him feel strong and brave. As the sun set over the savannah, he walked alongside his mother, knowing he had taken his first step into the wild world. Sometimes, the hardest falls and scariest moments teach us the most important lessons. Like Tamu, we may feel weak and unsure, but every struggle helps us grow stronger, braver, and ready to face the world. Thank you for joining us on this journey with Tamu and Zara. We hope you enjoyed the story, and remember that every challenge helps us grow. See you next time for another adventure.